Hello, I'm Mark. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, give me some feedback, something you want me to try. I'd be happy to try and do it if I can find a whiskey. I don't have any problem buying it. So anyway, let me talk about today. We're going to do the Arran 10-year-old. I'm going to go ahead and open her up and pour this. Arran is a island single malt Scotch, which is islands are technically a subgroup of the Highlands. Arran is one of the newer distilleries, although they've been around so long now that it's hard to say that they're newer, particularly with a lot of the other newer distilleries coming online. Okay, and they are independently owned, and they're in the northern part of Arran on the island, and they have the Lag distillery on the south side of the island. They use about there used to be about 50 distilleries on that island, but most of them were illegal. But the last distillery that closed there was called the Lag Distillery, closed in 1837. And then Arran's also kind of split, so they now have two distilleries. They have one on the northern part of the island, one on the southern part of the island, one that makes peated Scotch, one that makes unpeated Scotch. So they mostly produce single malts, but they do have a couple of blends, but they produce their blends. So they're not like their blends are in some other, well, they may be, I don't know. But I know that the blends you get from Arran. They have their own blended line. So anyway, you'll notice on here is you'll see the two golden eagles, and that was kind of a thing that became their emblem, because when they were building the distillery, they spotted some golden eagles that had kind of nested there, and they're protected species, so it had to go through they had to stop construction and stuff and kind of take care of that, make sure they weren't in creating any environmental issues. So that became their emblem. So they do, like I said, they have their peated line, which is from their southern the other distillery, and they have their non-peated line. They've recently rebranded, so you won't really see tubes looking like this anymore and bottles looking like this. They kind of redid their marketing. So, but there are still 10s on the shelves as of now. So, and let's see, this is 10 years old. And of course, Arran is, again, you see the newer distilleries really talking about transparency, like like Glenallachie and, like I said, the other newer distilleries, they're pretty upfront about no chill filtration, natural color. They don't add, they're up and honest about what they do. So again, yeah, so Arran has no chill filtration. They don't add color. This is 46% ABV, and I imagine it's mostly in bourbon barrels. But let's see. So what else can I tell you? Well, let me go ahead and show it to you in the bottle and the glass. Show it to you in the bottle. In the glass, looks like something just landed in my glass. I'm not digging that. All right, let me roll it. So there's not a bunch on this bottle or the tube. I've already told you all that. 46% ABV. The Arran 10-year-old is a fresh and vibrant expression of the Arran malt with all the hallmarks of our classic island style. Vanilla and citrus notes dominate to create a smooth and mellow dram. We are the only distillery on the island of Arran and a proudly independent Scottish distillery. So yes, they are the only distillery on the island, but they have two distilleries. Okay. The Arran 10-year-old is a fresh and vibrant expression of the Arran malt with all the hallmarks of our classic style. Vanilla and citrus notes dominate to create a smooth and mellow dram. We are the only distillery on the island of Arran and proudly independent Scottish company, independently owned and independently minded. Fresh citrus and honey followed by creamy notes of vanilla, coconut, and butterscotch on the palate. Crisp and malty with a touch of hazelnut on the finish is mellow. The finish is mellow smooth and bursting with flavor. So here they have kind of have a map of Arran, the island there, where they're located. So yeah, they're kind of between the mainland and the Capletons. So interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna roll one more time. I definitely get that apple note. Fruity. Very, very fruit forward. This is like fruit salad. I'm getting lemon. I'm getting pears. I'm getting peaches, lemon, a lot of citrus. Very, I don't know, maybe a little bit of maltiness in the back, but it is fruit bomb. There's some caramel in there, vanilla maybe, a little bit of malt, but that's all in the back. It's this fruit, it's this vanilla, or pineapple, mango, apple, lemon, banana, tropical fruits, and apple. Tropical fruit and apple. Again, the sweet and the malt, all in the back. It's tropical fruit and apple. All right, let's go on to the palate. Okay. Very different. Spicy, licorice, honey. The fruit is not really there. I am getting the maltiness now. Nuts, walnuts, almonds, vanilla, a lot of vanilla, like with the malt in there. It's almost the taste of like an eclair, but also there's this licorice note to it. What does it remind me of? I don't know that it reminds me of anything. There's different elements to it. This is pretty complex for a 10-year-old. Get a licorice note, get a pepper note, while getting this tropical fruit and custard, the eclair thing. Nope, the nose is still citrus and tropical fruit. Not getting the malt. Fruit bomb on the nose, but not on the palate. All right. Sweet, sugary. I guess this reminds me of an eclair. think of the cream and the dough, and sometimes they make those eclairs with the white icing. That's what it reminds me of on the palate. Again, there's a little bit of nut, and then cover it with nuts. That's what this is. A white eclaired icing topped with nuts. Finish is sweet. Yeah. That icing on the finish. This is excellent. Arran, you do wonderful stuff. Keep it up. Why did I just open it and put it in there? I don't know. I meant to reach for this. So, okay. Excellent. For a 10-year-old, absolutely fantastic. You know, I guess it just depends on how big your shelf is. If you have big shelves like mine, then yeah, keep it on the shelf. If you can only keep a few scotches on whiskeys, if you drink that bourbon swill stuff, okay, but yeah. Gosh, for a 10-year-old, I want to go with an 8. Yeah, we're going to go with an 8. But it's really good. Again, Arran, you're fantastic. We'll see you next time.